Good day, Crime Talk aficionados. My name is Scott Reisch, and this is Crime Talk, the most fact-driven, unbiased, true crime channel. All right, we have a busy docket. First, Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell appear for their first advisement on the indictment alleging murder. Second, Ghislaine Maxwell wants new charges that are in her indictment dismissed. Casey Anthony, keeping it classy as always. Kim Kardashian's goal of becoming a lawyer has been slowed down just a little bit. And finally, our dumb criminal contestant of the day. Let's talk about it. Good day, Crime Talk aficionados. My name is Scott Reisch, and this is Crime Talk. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button as well as hit that little bell for notifications when we go live or put up new content. Now, we've been going live a lot because there's a lot of news breaking. Today, we brought you live the first advisement of Chad Daybell and then Lori Vallow. The first advisement is nothing more than to say, these are the charges, these are the maximum penalties, and what are you going to do about getting an attorney? Piece of cake, right? The magistrate judge did that for Chad Daybell. Mr. Pryor says he's going to remain on as the attorney. Piece of cake, no problem. Then Lori Vallow came up. Lori Vallow appeared in custody next to Mark Means. And if there's anyone that could possibly mess up a first advisement, well, let's just say they were able to do so. Lori Vallow appeared. She's in custody. She had some sort of blue top on. I couldn't tell if it was civilian attire or if it was a jailhouse garb. But one thing that was very noticeable, her blonde hair is now gone. She is now a brunette with some streaks of blonde, I think, about halfway down. I don't know if that's going to work for her, but that's what she's got to work with. Anyway, a first advisement, and I said this on the live, in 26 years, I've never seen a first advisement continued. I can't even think of a good reason to come up with continuing a first advisement, but that's what Mark Means asked for, and over the objection of Mr. Wood, the court granted the continuance of the first advisement. No date has been set, but when a date is set, we will bring it to you live. Next on the docket, Ghislaine Maxwell wants additional charges dismissed. Her attorneys have filed motions with the court asking the judge to throw out charges that were recently filed in a superseding indictment. Their argument is simple. Hey, this was all covered by the 2007 non-prosecution agreement with federal prosecutors, which covered Miss Maxwell. They've raised this argument as it relates to the original charges in the indictment. That has been rejected. But you have to make the argument to preserve it for appellate issues. Additionally, Ghislaine Maxwell's attorneys are arguing that, hey, you waited too long to bring these charges. You've supposedly known about them for 10 years. This is nothing more than a vicious attempt to try and get Ghislaine Maxwell at any cost. She wouldn't plead guilty with the original charges, so now we're going to bring more. Not uncommon, and frankly, I commented on this when the superseding indictment came out. It's very frustrating when the government knows about this stuff, but they piecemeal it and try to bring it in. But they always get away with it because why? They can supersede as many times as they want, literally up until the day before trial. It's not fair. You're going to start pissing off the judge, but the United States attorneys always get away with it, and they're going to get away with it in this case as well. Miss Maxwell has a jury trial scheduled for November. I can't wait. I only wish it was going to be covered on Zoom so we could all watch it, but it's probably going to violate YouTube's community standards, but we'll wait and see. All right, next on the docket, Casey Anthony. You remember her? She had that case about 10 years ago regarding the death of her daughter. Well, she is still keeping it classy. Apparently, she got into a little scuffle at a South Florida bar with another woman over a guy that apparently Miss Anthony and the other woman are still dating. And it is alleged that the other woman, a woman by the name of Thelma Moya, poured a drink on Miss Anthony. Miss Anthony did not want to pursue the case. and no one has been charged in the incident. Miss Anthony, though, is keeping it classy. All right, before we continue on with the docket, let's take a quick recess. Please go to CrimeTalkSearch.com, sign up for a background subscription service. You'll be happy you did. If there's anyone out there you were ever curious about what was in their background, now is the time to do it. If you're going to get involved with somebody, now is the time to do it. When you go to CrimeTalkSearch.com, you put in the name, literally millions of public records are searched, and a report is generated. And it's going to give you a report. If they have multiple social media accounts, you're going to find it. If they have multiple phone numbers, multiple email addresses, it's going to be found. And more importantly, you're going to get information regarding criminal history. Hopefully the person you're searching has none whatsoever. But if it's there, it's going to be found. You're going to get everything you'd want to know, whether you're going into business or whether you're going into a personal relationship. You're going to be able to find out the information you want to know. So go to CrimeTalkSearch.com, sign up today. You'll be happy you did. Next on the docket, I remember talking about this years ago. Kim Kardashian wants to be a lawyer. She's had involvement with freeing some people that have been wrongfully convicted, and she was able to get some pardons from then President Trump for cases where, particularly, it was drug cases where people were serving life sentences when, frankly, it made no sense to keep them in custody forever at the great expense of about $32,000 a year to house a federal prisoner. This really gave Kim Kardashian the drive to want to become a lawyer to help people. A noble task indeed. The problem was that Miss Kardashian hadn't graduated from college, which is usually a prerequisite to go to law school. However, California has a system whereby you don't have to attend law school if you are mentored, and you can take the bar exam. But before you do that, within a period of time, usually a year, you have to take what they refer to as the baby bar exam. Unfortunately for Miss Kardashian, she did not pass it. Now, I have not taken the California bar, nor do I have any desire to do so. I have heard, however, that it is one of the more difficult bar exams in the country. So, Miss Kardashian should not be discouraged. She should continue to try and get a passing grade on the baby bar exam so that she can ultimately do it. Now, I'm not sure when she has time to study for the bar exam, when she's doing all of her other things that she does in life. It's a busy schedule. So although she came close to passing, I could see why, if this was not your absolute focused attention, that it would be difficult to do so. I would highly recommend Miss Kardashian watching Crime Talk. I could probably teach her what she needs to know and synthesize it so simple that anyone could learn it, and I bet she would pass that bar exam. So, Miss Kardashian, feel free, give me a call. Reasonable hourly rates for tutoring. Oh, yeah. Next on the docket, our dumb criminal contestant of the day. I'm not sure what it is with people that want to throw things at people in domestic disputes. Now, I get it. I'm a realist. People are going to have fights. But first, don't get physical. And two, don't throw things at people. Our dumb criminal contestant of the day, Miss Ann Walsh. She's 60 years old, and she has a history of domestic violence charges with the same named victim in this particular case. She's never been convicted because more than likely the victim doesn't show up. Well, in this particular case, maybe he would, because he should be outraged. Because what was thrown at him? Puppy training pads that have been used. Ew, gross. Anyway, Miss Walsh, you are a dumb criminal contestant of the day. If you are selected the dumb criminal contestant of the week, guess what? You will win a Crime Talk mug. Now, you can do anything you want with this Crime Talk mug, but I highly recommend that you not throw it at anyone. Miss Walsh, congratulations. You are a dumb criminal contestant of the day. All right, everyone, that's all we have for you today. Make sure you go back and check out our live, both this morning of the first advisement, as well as our live that we did last night. Obviously, a lot of news was breaking with the indictments related to Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell. It's going to be interesting to see if Mr. Means stays on the case. He says he's going to, but I'm not sure how he's going to get paid. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Crime Talk.